turns out there could be lead in your dental work. More and more dentists are having common crowns, bridges, and fillings manufactured in China. And an investigation by our ABC News affiliate in Washington, D.C. found that at least some of that work is tainted with lead. WJLA TV's Roberta Baskin has the details. Good morning, Roberta.
Good morning, Robin, or good morning, GMA. Dentists around the world are right here in America are having their work done across the country and around the world. And it's people right here at home that are potentially at risk, like Faye Lewis, who's a 73-year-old woman who suspected that there was some kind of a problem with her new bridge work, and for good reason.
They were very uncomfortable. They hurt.
What for Faye Lewis began as a chipped tooth became an international incident. Her bridge work fit so poorly and painfully, she couldn't chew her food. She told her dentist what she wanted to do was chew out whoever built her bridge.
I'd like to have them see what their work looks like in my mouth. And her answer to me was, that'll be a little hard to do because they're in China. You know, God help us.
Faye's a grandmother who was alert to news reports about the recall of China-made toys because of lead. So Faye sent her dental work to a lab for testing. The results showed there was lead.
That sounds pretty cheap, pal.
Tony Prestipino owns a dental lab in Virginia. With his help, we ordered 10 crowns from 3 labs in China.
But you know, I have seen people do it in China for under $10.
Really?
Yeah.
You're kidding me.
Crowns from China sell for $30 to $50 to dentists, who can then charge up to $1,200 to patients who don't know they're made in China.
We follow this military don't ask, don't tell policy, you know.
Okay, don't ask, don't tell policy. I got you.
Within 5 days, the crowns arrived.
The first thing I see is that this is a horrible color and a horrible shape. This one wasn't worth 10 cents.
These crowns had problems similar to Faye's. They didn't match the prescription and never would fit properly. When that happens,
Bacteria seeps right into it. You will end up needing a root canal.
if Faye's bridge hadn't fit so poorly, she never would have had it removed or tested for toxic materials. That was our next step, to test our poorly made-in-China crowns for lead. For that, we went to NSL Analytical in Cleveland.
Then we do is we take this and we pulverize this.
Using a sophisticated process that takes days to complete, the lab found no lead in any of the metal portion of the crowns. But in every case, lead contamination was discovered in the porcelain parts of the crown at some very high levels.
Were you surprised to find lead?
Very much so. We never expected to see lead in teeth.
How high? A congressional committee wants acceptable lead levels in toys to be reduced to a maximum of 90 parts per million. In the crowns we tested, we found lead levels more than 5 times higher than that, 490 parts per million.
Is that the highest that you've ever seen?
That is the highest we have seen so far.
And the amount of dental work imported from China is higher than ever. U.S. Customs reports last year alone, the number of Americans wearing dental work made in China more than doubled.
It's a cost factor. It's the big dollar.
Now, the Centers for Disease Control says that it doesn't believe that the lead levels are an immediate health risk, so they're not recommending that you have your dental work redone or have it taken out. Now, meanwhile, the American Dental Association is doing its own investigating, and they say that they are hoping that they will have results before a year is out. So we'll keep watching this, Robin.
Many want to know about those results. Roberta/WJLA, thanks very much for that report. Appreciate it. The new cutting-edge procedure